Our baby chickens have arrived.
Well, it is Chicken's Day. The meat birds have arrived. I just got back moments ago from the post office picking them up. Smooth experience. So we went with dual purpose because one, as much as I want the Cornish cross for their speed and their flavor, I'm just still not sure how I feel about them on an ethical level. And two, and really the more important factor, because I'm probably gonna end up running them, but the initial batch size that I saw was like a 40 run for like 70 bucks, and I'm just wasn't ready to do 40 birds. I'm not set up for 40 bird run and was not looking to spend $70 on chickens. I later saw they do have a, what was it? I think it was a 5 Cornish, 5 some kind of Freedom Ranger, Red Ranger, I don't remember what the exact breed was, but one of the Ranger breeds, 5 and 5 for I think 40. So if we don't like the way the dual meat birds taste, because I feel like it's a darker meat, and I'm just not sure how we're gonna feel about it. So if we don't end up liking it, then I'll probably try that run and see how we feel about the Cornish crosses. But gotta get this container rinsed out because it just kind of goes back and forth. But this is the tote that I use for brooding. Got it all cleaned out, and now I'm gonna have to run inside probably because I don't have my keys on me for the greenhouse, but I have to grab the pine shavings, and I think the food containers and stuff are in there as well. So gotta grab that and get the chicks set up, and then we'll introduce them. Okay, so got them set up and ready to go, so let's get them on out. So while I'm doing that, let me run you through the process and how it went from, let's see, Friday, I think, or Friday evening, maybe Saturday. I placed the order on Tractor Supply Company's website. There you can go and order your live chicks straight from the website instead of going in store. So now when you do this, you gotta order 10 minimum, or whatever the packs are. They come in different packs and yada yada, but most of them are minimum 10. And then it says they ship Monday through Wednesday, Monday through Thursday, something like that. So I knew that they'd probably ship Monday, and Monday around 2 or so, Monday afternoon, I got the text that they shipped, and they were expected to arrive Wednesday, so tomorrow actually. Today's Tuesday, but I kind of figured they'd end up here a day early because the farm is over in Indiana. We're in Michigan, so it's not super far away. And today was actually a perfect day. It's been perfect weather. It's been nice and chill and rainy. So if you can time it like that, that's smart. You know, try and pick them in good weather so it's not too hot, not too cold. And then the post office calls. And luckily my post office is literally like down the block, and so here we are. As you can see, happy, healthy, no deaths. So good job, Hoover's Hatchery, and good job, Post Office. All right, get them out in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alright, as you can see by the size, these are their babies. They ship out when they're like roughly 12 hours old. So these are like literally day-old chicks. So we're going to get food, get water, get heat lamp for them going, and then we'll check back in on them. But I want to get these guys food, water, and comfort ASAP. Alright, there we are, all nice and set up now. Got the heat lamp. So they can stay all nice and warm. And you can see they're starting to calm down, huddle up together. They've got water, they got food. So when you get them, you want to dip their beaks in the water so they know where their water is. And then they send you this little bit of immune booster. This comes in all different varieties. I've already got some Hydro Hen. Essentially the same thing. Probiotics, electrolytes, acidifiers. But this one is an immune boost specifically. Let's see if I can get this better. There we go. Hydration, immune, digestive system. So I mean essentially the same effects, but this one's got oregano and thyme, essential oils, plus prebiotics and electrolytes. So haven't given them yet. Make sure they get some free fresh water option first, but here in a few hours I will swap them out with some more fresh water and put this in. Now this says use daily, but ones like this mention that you should offer fresh water 12 hours a day and then supplemented water 12 hours a day, and that's kind of the method I kind of like to go with, just unless you have the room to offer both at the same time. That way, you know, they get the choice. They have the options. You're not heavily medicated them or something if they don't really like it or don't need it all the time, and it's there when they do. So your preference, you know, but that's just how I do it. And here we are. So this will be their home for at least the first week or two. See how big they grow before we have to move them to the outside brooder. And in the meantime, I'm going to be working on finishing up the little run area for them, and we will continue to document the journey of raising meat chickens. So meat chickens day 1. I also forgot to mention these are Delaware. So in my research, trying to pick what dual purpose breed to run, these are shown at 12 weeks instead of 16 weeks. So I mean, I'm expecting probably to run them closer to 16, but we'll see. Just you know, how quickly we can fatten them up. Like, either way, I'm trying to get them in for winter. Make sure the the freezer stocked with meat for the winter and try and save a little bit of money over the winter, and then come spring we'll do it all over again. So if you guys are interested in raising your own meat chickens, yeah, pretty much the same setup as raising egg birds, other than most of the time we're going to harvest them before they're of egg laying age, so you don't necessarily need nesting boxes in your coop area. So we will periodically check in on these little ones, but for now I'm going to give them some privacy and let them relax and get used to their home. So until next time, guys. Alright, real quick before I end this, a couple of things that I realized I forgot to mention that I want to touch on really quick. First being cost. It was so it's unsexed, straight run, whatever. So males, females, either or, both. We'll see. And then so that was, it's like 20, 28, 29, I think. And then I don't know, with tax and everything all together was $32 to ship them. Shipping cost is included in that, so that's not bad. They've got chickens, ducks, quail, turkey, wide variety of chickens. So if you're interested in looking to get chickens and Tractor Supply near you, that's a big option. I initially tried, because initially I did look at the Cornish Cross and Red Rangers, Freedom Rangers as an option as well, but everywhere that I found, trying to find them from, like McMurray's, I'm trying to think of who else I tried, Freedom Ranger specifically, everybody, they were really far packed out. So if they had any hatches left this year, they weren't until at least a month out, and so trying to raise them up before it gets too cold, start running out of time, and they were a little more expensive. So that's the big reason why ultimately we ended up going dual purpose. And then, like I said, Delaware was the breed I picked specifically since they, while trying to do a little bit of research on when to harvest dual purpose breeds, most of them were in the 16 week range, 16, 20, 24, week range for harvest, and Delaware said 12 week. So I'm not sure that I necessarily expect to harvest them in 12 weeks. That'd be fantastic, be a great goal. I can get away with 16 weeks, but that would be pushing it. So hopefully somewhere in between there, they're ready for harvest. Either way, it's the first run, and so just to get the experience under our belt and get some meat in the freezer for the winter, I think is worth $30. And then realistically, if you do the math, it's like a 20-ish, average, rounded out, dollars for a chicken at the store if you get a whole chicken. And so if you value each of these birds at roughly $20 for harvest, then that's $200 in chicken if it all makes it, because I got 10 birds. So as long as it costs less than $200 and cost and time to raise these out, then I'll save money on chicken. So stick with this, and I will keep track of numbers and time investment, and just the process from, we have day one chicks all the way up until harvest time and processing. And so stick with us for that. Please, if you have advice, tips, tricks on, fattening up birds quicker, harvesting birds, recommendations on like tools. I can't afford the big old feather drum, like $450. So I'm probably gonna look at one of the drill attached. Those seem to do pretty good, as I've seen in multiple videos. So I'm gonna try and go that route. Other options for cheap scalding, because I don't know that I'm gonna be able to afford a turkey roaster by the time we get there. So just any ideas, advice anyone's got, I'd highly appreciate if you drop that below. And I'll see you guys around. Bye-bye.